today's topic, in light of Santi Aragon's pro debut, since that's why we're going to Miami, we're going to talk about last week peaking. And I'm just going to talk about some of the silly things that people do or are, I want to say, hypnotized into doing from propaganda, sensationalism on forums and different magazines throughout the years, bodybuilding magazines, etc. I get a lot of emails saying, coming into the last week, asking, hey Matt, what food should I stock up on? I want to go grocery shopping. So they get excited and ask, should I get some gluten-free cereal bars, some fat-free Fig Newtons, so on and so forth, about regarding carbs or foods that they've never implemented during the entire course of the contest prep. Their thought is they probably read something about insulin surge with honey, or fat loading with peanut butter at the very end just brings out veins and does some crazy stuff with fullness. Truth of the matter is, guys, if you're guiding yourself or you have a coach guiding you, you should be looking on the money a week out with sodium's high or liberal and water's through the roof. Even whenever your glycogen stores are depleted and you're enhanced, the androgens keep your delts full, your traps full, everything is still full as long as water and sodium aren't messed with. So my question to that, or my answer to that question usually, as far as stocking up on stuff at the very end, is stick with rice products. I think rice products do everyone's GI tract favors in the fact that it's not very irritating. So rice products, basmati, jasmine, of course, and then we're going to do rice cakes, just plain, not like there's heavy duty ones at Whole Foods, just the plain Quaker rice cakes, very light. Gerber baby rice cereal is one of my favorites. Cream of rice works. And I also want to say, people get really confused. They're like, hey, should I only get dry carbs, meaning wet carbs that are made with water? So jasmine rice, you make it with water, so it absorbs the water, obviously, to puff up. That stuff, guys, is not going to make you spill over. So dry carbs it sounds kind of cool whenever you talk about it, like I'll carb up on some angel food cake or some very dry food so it pulls any remaining lingering water from the subcutaneous tissue into the muscle cell. If anything, the water that's even in such things as rice and stuff will actually probably help you fill out and transport the food even better. So don't get too finicky about that stuff. I know forums, I know the internet has a lot of misinformation out there, but it sounds cool. When it sounds cool, like dry carbs to dry you out, that sounds amazing. That's not really the case throughout my years, and I've done dry carbs, I've done wet carbs, done it all, and if you're in shape, you don't do a whole lot different, I'll tell you that much. Now, also I want to say, whenever people do carb up on rice cakes with jam or peanut butter, a lot of peanut butter is usually implemented the last week or like the day of the contest. I'm very serious and adamant to my clients whenever I say, hey guys, do the sugar, or not sugar-free, but the all natural organic preserves, but use the lightest coat possible. Like we're talking like minuscule, because you're going to eat several rice cakes to fill out. So if you were slathering on jam like a hungry, starved pre-contest bodybuilder would do, just kind of naturally, impulsively, your stomach would be in absolute knots. Or it will be in knots. That's usually what happens, because they don't know any better and they're starved and they think that, well, I'm just going to fill out and the insulin's going to help me. Then they add on peanut butter, and we're talking thick layers. Peanut butter should be very lightly slathered, if that is in the protocol, because too much fat will bog down your GI tract. Your digestive enzymes are not on par. They're not on point to digest a huge influx of macronutrients that haven't been in high demand throughout the entire prep, and now you're just going to overload your system and bog your system down prior to stepping on stage. When you're flexing your muscles, you have peanut butter in your stomach and all these things twisting and turning. No, you need to have a flat abdomen and be on point. Protein that day needs to be low. I have people have about 2 to 3 ounces max. Some people don't do any protein at all. I just think that it works. It complements the carbs pretty well. You're used to eating it, and yeah, you aren't building muscle that day, but still, you're eating protein. It's an essential nutrient. 2 to 3 ounces isn't going to bog down your stomach or bloat you. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to get into diuretics this episode, but you really should be doing a whole lot. And some guys will also do, shit loading or junk loading or whatever you want to call it. And that's just the influx of cheat food or junk food right before stepping on stage. I've done that several years. I used to do it back in 06, 05, and even beyond. I looked dry, and it did dry me out, but if anything, it actually flattened me more out because I was paranoid and afraid to drink water after all this sodium-laden junk food. So, and then it caused me a GI distress and bloat and gas and all that stuff. Anyway, we won't talk about junk loading on this episode, but I just want to say, don't do crazy things with the inn, and don't go on a shopping spree that you start filling up your cart with random stuff that's going to just backfire and overwhelm your brain in the first place. Keep it simple. Rice products work well. Even simple products like white bread and bagels, because they're very they're processed, so there's not a lot of fiber in them, usually does pretty decent. That's what I'm saying right now. And I'll tell you one thing, for Santee this weekend, we aren't going to do anything crazy. We're going to film that in my other series, so stay tuned.